I side more with Jay on this one. That I think the barrier to entry is really low with this one. Dang, Cole really doesn't want to have to hear what I have to say.
Cole really disagreed with you on that one.
Yeah, holy cow. Burning hot with desire to get this show on the road is what it's saying.
That is what it's saying. Mike Karamba Weebs. My name is Cole. His name is Mike. His name is Jay. We like anime, and this is episode 196 of AniPro. We pulled a bit of an audible this week. I know we just did a review, but we are nothing if not.
Yeah, you're right.
And we're also doing a review next week.
We are nothing if not fishing for content based on what is popular right now. You've seen the title. We're reviewing K-pop Demon Hunters this week.
Yeah.
So
It's probably called like K-Weeb Demon Hunters or something. I don't know. Jay will figure that out.
We'll figure that out. That's Jay's department. He'll come up with some pithy title. In the meantime, while Jay's coming up with that pithy title, or maybe leave a like, all of that stuff.
Please do.
We're on YouTube. Leave a like, subscribe, ring the bell, get that all out of the way and all of that. So we're recording on a long weekend. For the listener, there's nothing different about this, but for us, the hosts, we're recording it on a Monday.
Everything's different. Everything's changed.
We're recording it on a Monday, which is I don't know. It's nice here. It's nice here on a Monday. I think the weather is okay. The Mike's mic stand
Losing my mic.
is exploding. So while Mike's fixing his mic stand, I turn to Jay and I say, Jay Leon, my good friend, how's your weekend been? What's new and exciting with you?
I have been very busy this weekend. So yesterday I was helping my friend move. He had a ton of stuff in a storage unit, and he was moving from one storage unit to the other. So
he lives in the storage unit?
No, he just had stuff in there because he moved back into the city from out of town, so he had extra stuff that he was moving out. And so I go there thinking like, oh, we're moving it into his car into a truck or something to bring it back to his house. No, we were moving it from one storage unit to another.
Within the
lot. Yeah, well, not just the same compound. It was the storage unit right next to the one that his stuff was already in.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it's cheaper.
Oh, okay.
It was cheaper. Was it like
Why is it cheaper?
Smaller
it was
unit,
like slightly smaller. So like the one that he was in was like against the wall, so like it kind of went around the corner. Okay. Whereas the one he moved into was just kind of like in, if that makes sense. But
very interesting.
Yeah.
How did that go?
It was fine. Like so I don't know if you guys have ever gone through this, but like when you when you're like starting to do something, like you look at it and the task looks very daunting, and then when you actually get to doing it, you realize like that it's actually not as much work than you expected.
Yep.
Yeah, for sure. We've all been there, I mean, even like cutting grass is like that, right? Like it always looks like it's going to be more, and then you do it, and it's like, took like half an hour.
Yeah.
I feel like dishes or laundry are often like that, where it's like, I don't have to do all these dishes, and then it's like, but it only took 2 minutes. Like,
yeah. If I'm honest, everything I do in life is like that.
Everything is. Cole just looks around. All he sees is mountains.
I see mountains around me, and then I get closer, and it's just a molehill. Reviewing shows, reviewing movies.
I know.
So it's like, this is going to be a chore, and then it's totally fine.
It's just I think that's just, at this point we could confidently say that's like your outlook on life. Is it just everything's like a bother? I'd say.
But I know it's just in my head. Like, it's not that the task itself is a bother. It's getting to the task that's the bother.
Yeah, so. I think that's one and the same. Is like like something can be a bother without it being difficult.
Mm-hmm.
right? Is what I would say.
Yeah. It's more tedious than it is like actually challenging.
Yeah,
right?
tedium makes things take it takes the fun out of things when things are tedious and routine and blah blah blah. But you were talking about moving your friend, and I'm assuming it looked pretty daunting at the start.
It looked pretty daunting just because like it was a full storage unit, but like when we took everything out, so he had 2 couches in there, and that was taking up like the majority of the room in the unit.
That'll do it. Yeah.
So we took everything out, and then like we were like, oh, there's like it's mostly just the couches that took up all the room. So like we took out the couches, put those back in the other storage unit, and then like it was downhill from there.
You know what? That doesn't even sound like, I'm sure it was like labor intensive, but like, moving in a house, moving in and out of a house, like Mike, you just recently did it. Moving furniture in and out of a house is terrible because you're trying to like fit it in through like normal human-sized doors. In and out of a storage unit, though, like I feel like the carrying of the couch isn't the bad part. It's the like maneuvering it around.
That's the thing. So like you're probably thinking of like a unit that looks like a garage door, right? The unit that we had or that he had was it was just like a regular door. You had to bring stuff through. So like we were doing like the maneuvering and trying to get stuff. Yeah, the twisting and turning.
Was it at least like a wide door?
Oh, like a little bit wider than a typical door, but like it wasn't like stupid. And because the door was like, there's the door and then it goes around a bend for the unit. Having to get a couch through that was very difficult because it's like door and then like a little bit of space and then concrete wall.
Yep.
So
here's the thing. Moving is a young man's game.
Yeah.
Every year that goes by, the less inclined I am to move furniture and stuff myself. Like at a certain point, it's like, just pay somebody to do this.
Well, I mean, age or time is your most valuable asset, and it depreciates over time.
Whoa.
There you go.
Preach.
Dang.
Preach.
And like the other thing too is like it's not just like I'm helping you move for a day, which fine, okay. But I'm gonna be like hurting for like a couple days after that is the other problem, right?
Yeah.
Yes, that's true.
That sucks. That sucks.
Well, the last time I moved, I had COVID, so that was was just a wonderful experience.
Just a wonderful treat. Yeah.
And it's not like you can't be like, I'll postpone this, I'm not feeling well. No, it's like you have possession on a new place and you lose possession of this place. You must get your stuff out.
You got to do it. Yeah.
So that was fun. Did you at least get some like free pizza out of it?
That's
free
the
traditional Timbits. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's
he when he invited me, he was like, "Let's go out for lunch after," and like we meet up, and he's like, and like I was like, "Nice, free lunch," or like either free lunch or like at the very least, we're going out to a restaurant for lunch. This is going to be nice.
Yeah.
So I meet up with him.
I think the implication would be free lunch.
Yeah,
I would expect. Yeah, but yes.
So we meet up, and he goes to me, "Yeah, so we got to kind of get this done quick because I got a meeting after this," and I'm like, "So no free lunch?" And he looks at me and he's like, "Oh yeah, right. I completely forgot." And I'm
come on. No.
You got a meeting? That was a Sunday.
It was a Sunday.
The day of rest.
No, that's Saturday.
Depending on your faith, I guess.
Depending on many factors.
I personally rest every day.
Yeah, personally, yeah.
And no days at the same time.
Well, when you have when you are like with child, it's much harder to rest.
Mike lives an enigmatic life, so
what am I doing? I don't even know.
Well,
not moving anymore for a long time. I'll tell you that for sure.
You know what? Let's dive deeper into what you're up to and tell us what's on your mind
in this little kooky box up here. What's on my mind today? You know what? This is an easy one. It just like rained really hard. And just like I just went outside with my daughter and kind of like let her play in the rain a little bit, and it's just like there's just not many things like a nice summer thunderstorm, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, do you guys love a thunderstorm? Because I really like when I hear like the boomers clapping above me, and I'm not talking about like grandma and grandpa up there. I'm talking about the thunderclaps, you know? Get it? Boomers clapping.
No.
Yeah,
I got it. I got it.
Yeah.
I got it.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
Okay,
got
cool.
it.
Yeah. Just wanted to drive that one home because like Jay said on I think last week's episode, you know what really makes a joke better is when you stop and analyze it and explain it. That just amplifies it. So yeah, the boomers are clapping, and I don't know. I just something about
clapping.
Yeah. Boomers are
You got some
clapping
thick
cheeks.
clouds in the sky.
Grandpa's twerking in the sky. But when I hear it coming, I like open the windows and stuff. I'm like,
Yeah.
I want to indulge myself a little in this one.
I like a good thunderstorm in the summer. I especially like a good thunderstorm when it's dark. Now, here's the one thing though. I don't like being woken up by a thunderstorm because I don't know what it is. It's like primordial where like if you wake up and you hear a loud noise, you're scared. You're scared. I'm a 33-year-old.
It's never like a peaceful wake up. It's always like a
it's like,
wake up.
Jesus, is the house blowing up? I'm a 33-year-old man and I still get like scared of a middle of the night thunderstorm.
It's fair,
just like,
honestly.
On like a base level. Like like the caveman in me is like ooga booga. I'm in danger.
So are you like do you like if you were awake and the thunderstorm started in the middle of the night, let's just hypotheticalize here a little bit. Let's say you're up to like 3 a.m. playing Farm Simulator or something.
Okay, sure.
And a thunderstorm starts right as you're going to bed. Are you frightened?
I like that. No, I like that.
Okay. So it's the state of fear you wake up into that you're talking about.
It's the haze of being like asleep, I guess, where like you don't quite have all your faculties. Everything is still like, I don't know, nothing's quite making sense. So, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. It freaks me out.
Just to clarify, do you guys like being outside in the rain?
It's an interesting one. I don't like being like rained upon. The ideal, I would say, is like I'm sitting in like a gazebo or like some sort of covered tent type structure. And there's like no walls to it, or there's like a screened in porch or something. And a thunderstorm would be the ideal. Do you know what I'm saying? Is that you're picturing what I'm putting down here?
Yeah,
I get
you're
that.
like you're on like a swinging chair and you're sipping a sweet tea.
Oh no, like a cup of hot tea.
A hot tea. Okay.
Cup of hot tea in a thunderstorm. Yeah.
Hot chocolate. Like hot cocoa.
Hot chocolate would be good. Cocoa.
Yeah. There is something therapeutic about like hearing raindrops like hitting like the ground or hitting like the walls or something, like just the sound of rain.
Rain on a tin roof is so
really
peaceful.
Though. It's again, like Cole brought up like primordial like things. Like I feel like that's like primordial too. There's something about water that just like, I don't know, like rain just feels good in your soul a little bit. I was going to ask Jay, I was getting the vibe like maybe you're not in this thunderstorm train with me and Cole.
When it's raining, I like being inside, like drinking a hot cup of either tea or hot chocolate. But if I have to go outside or go travel somewhere, no.
Oh, well, sure.
We're not.
Yeah, obviously.
That isn't happening.
Yeah. You're like a cat. You don't want to get in the rain.
If the conditions are right, I enjoy rain. I even enjoy like heavy snow as well in the same sense. Like, see, if it's winter,
I
like we're getting...
Especially if you're inside.
No, exclusively when I'm inside.
Looking at like bad weather through a window when you're nice and safe and warm is nice. Yes.
I like snow if the snow went away after it was snowing.
Yeah, that's a great take actually.
Like if you got to experience like the snow falling, but it didn't collect on the ground, that would be peak.
I want it to stay for a day or two.
I want it to melt exclusively on my driveway. Everywhere else it can pile up.
Oh, I kind of like that. Driveways and sidewalks and like places where roads. You travel melted. Everything else can be because there's something nice about having like I'm guessing most people listening to this probably don't understand this, but like when after a fresh snowfall, when you go outside it's just so silent because it's just this like awesome, like it muffles everything. And it's just like this layer of clean white snow. It's so quiet. It's like nice. You walk on it. It's got this nice crunch to it. That's a beautiful thing. Well, I wouldn't want to pass that up.
Even like during a snowstorm and like the way that they convey it in like movies is it's like you go out and it's just like wind whipping and everything. No, it's silent.
It depends. Like sometimes it'll be like that.
If it's like a heavy snow, like you go out and it's just silent because like Mike said, snow absorbs sound, and if it's snowing really heavily, this sound absorption is just in the air. So
it's like a different kind of quiet. It's almost like being in like a sound dampened room almost, but it's outside. Something neat to that. But that's enough severe weather talk. Cole, what's on that perfectly groomed mind of yours?
What is on my mind? This weekend was weird. It was a long weekend. I didn't have to work or anything, so that was nice. Not weird. That was nice.
Nice, not weird.
Not weird, and yet I still feel like I got in some social interactions, which was nice. I saw Jay on Friday. I gave him his work to do for this week's episode.
You did.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, saw Jay and friend of the podcast, Zero's producer son.
Playing some Weiss.
They were playing some Weiss. I was very late, and Jay, I told you why I was late, but now I will tell Mike and the listeners why I was late.
He cooked himself, didn't he?
No. I from the beginning I was gonna like wait until like rush hour ended, so I would like leave my place around 6:30 or something.
It's good move.
Good move, right? So I'd be at Jay's at like 7-ish. Jay texts me at like 8. He's like, "Hey, are you coming?" I didn't realize how late it had gotten because
were you playing Farm Sim?
No, I was playing Spider-Man 2. I was playing Spider-Man 2. I was in the end game, and I just lost track of time. So I ended up getting to Jay's at like a little after 8:00.
Oh,
we still hung out for a bit, but like we had a hard deadline. We had to be out of his house by 10:00. That's when his apartment building turns into a pumpkin.
It does, yeah. Honestly, like that's unusual because usually you're a very punctual being. Honestly.
Yeah. No, it was just, sometimes you're playing a game and you're in the end game of the game.
Well, like,
or just like a good boss fight or something.
I wasn't upset because all Cole told me when he was coming by was, I'll be there in the evening. So like the evening means like anything, like, So like, I was thinking
quickly,
like,
what is the evening? Like what time span would you say evening is? I would say 5 to 10 p.m.
That's exactly what I was going to say.
I would say like 6 to 9. 10 p.m. is night.
Okay, a little narrower.
Yeah, it's somewhere in there. Yeah. No, Jay might be right on the end part. I do say evening starts
9
at 5.
might be better.
5 to 9, I'll say. I'll meet in the middle for both of you.
Because I'd say 5 is where the afternoon kind of dies. But yes, anyway, Jay, go back to what you were talking about.
6 is like dinner time, so like that's when like, the way I see it is like after dinner is when like the day is kind of like, okay, we're winding down here.
Yeah, evening begins.
Yeah.
Yeah. The twilight of evening.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was my fault. We still hung out a bit.
We listened to Western openings for different for different children's shows like Mighty Morphin Power Rangers.
Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I put on my song of the weekend because I put it on at Mike's as well. Was the Roadrunners theme song? Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's very odd that you put it on for Jay because there's like an inside joke with that specific theme song. Amongst you, me, and Nug Deep.
Yeah. No one can ever know.
But like,
did you guys did you guys still hang out?
Well, that was the next day. Yeah. That was the next day. So Saturday, because we were the three of us were supposed to hang out on Sunday, but schedules conflicted and stuff. So Mike's like, like Saturday worked better for me anyway. So like, why don't you come over, Cole? I'm like, yeah, sure, whatever. I haven't seen your place, so I'll come hang out. Yeah. Went over to Mike's. I think that's where I got this horrible bug bite.
Goiter
on my neck. Yeah, the goiter is goitering. That was nice too. Got to see Mike's new house. Got to see the farm field that's right beside his house. which excited me to no end.
I sent you a nice update of the farm field yesterday, too.
You did send me a nice update of the farm field.
And you sent me an unintelligible response.
It was not unintelligible. It was a combine. I sent you.
Oh, okay. I was like, what is this?
It was a Kloss combine. Even though I don't think that combine that he was driving was a Kloss combine. I think it was a Cat.
No, that was... Okay. That's why I was confused.
Yeah, yes. But Kloss combine... Like Cat and Kloss were the same, I think.
Yeah.
Because it was... Okay, I'm gonna go full on farming sim here. Okay, so Class has the Lexicon Harvester combine, and Cat also made the Lexicon Harvester. So that was the rationale. Anyway, it was nice. Had a bit of a fire, bit of a fire in Mike's new place.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
And then yesterday. I did nothing. Made a big breakfast for me and the homies at the house. So we had pancakes and bacon and eggs and hash browns. Yeah, so that was nice.
Nothing like a nice breakfast on a Sunday morning. Ooh,
nice big breakfast. And then did nothing for the rest of the day. Split it between Farming Sim and Spider-Man because I started a New Game Plus. But I've reached the point in Farming Sim where I got to take a break from it again. You kind of get to the point where you've in the game loop where it's like, okay, the loop is taking too long. I need to like go away from it so that I can miss it again. And then I'll
Yeah. Because I think you've described it before that like at a certain point it like you become so established that it just becomes routine and then it's kind of just boring. Kind of like what we've come full circle because that's sort of what we started this conversation about, I think, a little bit is, but yeah, where like you're everything's like automated. You have like the really good gear, so there's no challenge anymore. So then it kind of doesn't become fun, right?
Yeah, exactly. But it is fun to make as much possible money in your harvest as possible. So we'll see.
What's your record? What's your record for the farming sim? The people who are tuning in every week to hear your farming sim talk, they want to know.
I think I've peaked so far at like 1.2 million on a single harvest. Which is pretty good. And then that bought me more land. And then I was like, I don't want to go and cultivate all of this land. So I'm just going to play Spider-Man. And then when I go back, it'll still be there. And then I'll do it at that point. Then I got up this morning. I watched K-pop Demon Hunters. And now I'm here. And that's my whole weekend in a nutshell.
I'm curious. How long ago did you guys finish K-pop Demon Hunters?
This morning. I finished it at like 10:30.
Yeah,
finished it at like 5-ish, 5:30ish,
5-ish today.
Like right before recording. Yeah.
It's all fresh. It's all fresh.
It was a rewatch for me, so yeah. But I watched it this morning, first thing. Yeah.
Did you watch the sing-along version, Mike? Were you singing?
I did this time. Watch the sing-along version. I did indeed. I didn't sing along. I actually found it kind of distracting a little bit.
I think it would be too, yeah.
Well, the sing-along's meant for people who've already seen the movie like 500 times.
Yes. I was just like, well, I've seen it, so I might as well watch the different version.
Yeah.
But yeah, honestly, I was like, because the songs are when all the action happens, and you're trying to like look at the action, and then you see these big like bright letters in the middle of the screen, and it's like, this is just distracting.
Oh, okay. So it's not just subtitles. It's like they edit in like the
they're like emphasized subtitles.
It's like karaoke.
Yeah, okay. Kind of.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
It's essentially subtitles though, but just a lot bolder.
Fancy subtitles.
Fancy subs. Yeah.
Yeah. It's like a lyric video, I guess.
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Like a mid 2000s AMV that you watch in the computer lab of your high school. Yeah.
Naruto AMV. Yeah. Well, because we're reviewing a Western property here this week on AniPro, everyone's favorite anime podcast, I thought we could talk about other Western animated films that we've watched. You know, we were children at one point. We watched lots of animated movies way back in the day. So I thought we could maybe just discuss some of our favorites of those. So like immediately what I thought of, my favorite Pixar movie, for example, is WALL-E. Have you guys seen the movie WALL-E?
WALL-E. Yeah.
WALL-E is so good. You haven't seen WALL-E?
I haven't seen WALL-E. No.
I feel like you'd really like WALL-E.
I think you would like WALL-E. The beauty of WALL-E is it's almost a mute movie. Like there's not much dialogue in it at all. Like all of the emotions and stuff are conveyed just through like the different robots' actions. Like WALL-E is pretty well mute. He just says WALL-E. He just says his name or his love interest's name. It's a great movie. I think it might be Pixar's best. I think it's their best work, in my opinion. What about you, Mike? You said you've seen WALL-E. Like, what do you think of WALL-E?
Of WALL-E? I really like WALL-E. I don't know if I'd say it's their best work, though, because there's like, when you say Pixar, there's some really like awesome works in that. I'm just looking at the list here, and it's like, dang, there's a lot of big hitters here, like Monsters Inc., The Incredibles, WALL-E, obviously.
It might be hyperbolic for me to say that. I just think maybe best is a strong word, but most bold, most unique.
Finding Nemo, Cars,
just
Ratatouille.
Just in the sense that it's such a different type of storytelling that they do.
For sure. Yeah. I've never seen Up, actually. I know a lot of people really like that one.
I really like the first 20 minutes of Up.
Up has a very good like first 20 minutes, and then like it's just kind of whatever after that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Mind you, the last time I watched Up was like a long time ago. Maybe I'd get more out of it now. Like now that I kind of understand
now that you're like
theming and stuff works.
You can like sympathize with the old man. Is that what you're going
on? But like the first 20 minutes is like very sympathetic and impactful.
It's also
it conveys the whole life story of the main character and his wife.
Yeah, I was gonna say like the entire like first 20 minutes is just a montage basically, and it does a very good job of like conveying the main character's motivations and like his loss and all that. And it's just a very impactful open to a movie.
Jay cried.
I did not.
Oh man, come on! Like Jay. Maybe it's just a meme that we've got to get over here in AniPro. Jay doesn't cry at everything because if there's one thing,
he's old now. He doesn't cry anymore.
If there's one thing,
up when I was a kid,
one Pixar movie that should make you cry, it's the beginning of Up. I think it's so. Is
it that emotional?
It's quite emotional. Yeah.
I think
I didn't.
Was it
cry,
Toy Story 3? I think
Toy Story 3 has a good ending. Yeah. Especially for like Mike and I's generation, because like we grew up with Toy Story.
Grew up with it. Yeah.
Toy Story came out basically when like we were off to college, so it was like the right time for us.
Yeah.
So
I want to drop two hot takes here. Two hot takes.
Go.
Okay, one of them's not a hot take. Like the first Shrek is like peak cinema.
It's not a hot take, but it should be. Because like I think Shrek. I'm gonna get flamed for this. I think Shrek is fine.
Yeah,
it's a perfectly fine movie, but like people like treat it like it's peak cinema.
Well, I think part of it's the meme of Shrek is a little bit. But I challenge you to put your Jurassic Park test to it, Cole, and tell me one thing wrong with that movie.
I'd have to rewatch it. I haven't watched Shrek in a long time. Maybe you're right. Maybe it is. It's just a tight movie, and it just didn't resonate with me as much.
Shrek 2 is better.
Shrek 2 is better. I agree.
That's a hot take. That's a hot take. I think.
And then Shrek 3 and 4. Is there 4 now? I don't even know.
Yeah, no. 4 exists. 4 is good. I think that it's not as good as the first two, but Shrek 4 is it's good. And then 3 didn't need to exist.
Okay. So it's just 3 that sucked. Okay.
Yeah.
I heard Puss in Boots was actually like really, really good.
I've heard
the director of K-pop Demon
Puss in
Hunters
Boots
worked
movie.
on Puss in Boots as well. Oh, okay. Cool to know.
Because there are 2 of them, and the first one is mediocre. But
okay.
I think the more recent one is kind of the one that like people say is
what's it called?
Actually quite good.
The Last Wish, I think.
Okay. Is that the one that I always see? Like, I think I've seen like I want to say like anime style fight scenes from that one or something.
I don't know.
I think there's
I've never seen The Last Wish, but I've heard it's good.
I think there's a lot of like cool like animation moments and stuff in that movie.
Yeah.
I will say that the most overrated animated movie that Western cinema has put out, in my opinion, is
okay. Here we go.
Because the first one, Shrek, is a good movie. Not a great hot take at all. Frozen, not really a good movie, honestly. Have you guys seen Frozen?
No.
It like legitimately like nothing happens in that movie. Basically, I don't know. I watched it and I was like, this is what people are hyped about, really?
Well, I think
it just has a really catchy song. That's all.
Yeah, I think most of what hyped people up about it was Let It Go.
Yeah. Let It Go. People gooning over the main girl.
Elsa.
People seem to like
Elsa?
her. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
People did like
happens.
Elsa. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I haven't seen Frozen, so I don't really have an opinion. I could see that. Being not as great as maybe its reputation makes it out to be.
It's just very like
fine.
It's so simple. It's so simple. There's just not a lot to it. Like, this chick's in the mountains and she basically meets this dude, and then like the signature. Anyway, I'll elaborate later. I didn't really like Frozen. Is the long and short of it.
Well, I
thought it insisted on itself.
I think that's fair. Another like solid Pixar movie was The Incredibles. I think that's like another like borderline perfect movie.
Yeah.
A lot of fun. I love the music in it. I love the whole story of it. Yeah.
It's the best Fantastic Four movie that ever came out.
It's the best Fantastic Four movie. Exactly. Exactly.
I like that.
And I got to rewatch Incredibles 2. I watched it once in theaters because I was
Cole,
such a big fan
do you remember
one.
Incredibles 1?
Yes.
Okay, you've seen Incredibles 2.
Yeah, it's more of that. It really is.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, it's not even more of that. It's that again.
Yeah. That's a good point. Yeah.
I just have to go and I think just rewatch it and see exactly like what is different.
It's the same, like, if you look at it as a story, the beats are like almost exactly the same.
Yeah, it's just more from Elastigirl's point of view, right?
Yeah.
Like
she's the main girl, or she's the main character instead of Bob. That's the only real difference.
Yeah. Incredibles was like a big movie when it first came out for me. I remember like going and renting it, and it would be like, this was like the first movie that I rented for myself to just watch.
Nice. Yeah.
So
I remember Incredibles and Shrek got a lot of play on the in like school when like you had a substitute teacher. Those were like I feel like those were like the go-tos.
Yeah.
I feel like I've seen those two movies like a million times.
Yeah. What about like 2D animated movies? Because now like everything's all 3D. Like, whatever happened to like a good 2D animated movie, like The Lion King?
Did you ever hear the story actually about what happened to it?
Well, the last like Disney Pictures animated movie was Princess and the Frog.
Princess and the Frog, in like 2010.
Yeah, and then they did Frozen, and Frozen was such a huge hit. They're like, why are we even doing 2D animated movies anymore? Let's just completely convert to 3D. Which like, here I'm gonna get old man shakes fist at cloud. Like, that was the distinction between Disney Pictures and Pixar. Disney was 2D animated movies done the traditional way, and then Pixar would do 3D animated movies, which is perfectly fine. I'm not saying one's better than the other, but now like Disney, like I bet you there's a good percentage of people who think that Frozen is a Pixar movie.
Oh, there are people that think that most of the Disney movies are Pixar, and also vice versa.
Yeah.
A lot of people think that a lot of the Pixar movies are Disney Studios.
Yeah, but like Disney just distributed them, but those were Pixar movies. Where now like the line is pretty blurred, and I don't know, it's a bit disappointing for me because like who's making traditionally animated movies now other than
anime
movies. Yeah.
Yeah.
Other than anime movies.
Like the thing I was going to bring up was that like Disney actually like sold off after like all of like they literally like scrapped all of their technology to do 2D animations. Like they're just like not physically capable of it anymore.
Yeah.
Which is
and
like
it's not just
a crazy thought.
It's not just Disney. Like DreamWorks also had terrific traditionally animated movies as well, right? Like
Prince of Egypt.
Prince of Egypt, they did El Dorado, I think, whatever that one was called. Emperor's New Groove, really well done 2D animated movies, and then they did Shrek, and they're like, let's just do this forever. And now everybody does
remember
this
hearing
forever.
a story that like people working at DreamWorks would be sent to work on Shrek as punishment. Like if they did something wrong, they'd be like, "You're working on Shrek now."
You got Shrek, buddy.
Though
There's
I don't
always
think
those
they had the
stories,
title
though.
of it, so they're just like, go work on the 3D animated movie or whatever.
Go work on the weird ogre movie.
Yeah. It was the same thing happened in the early 90s where like the prime Disney team was working on, I think it was Pocahontas, and like the B team worked on The Lion King. And like Pocahontas, great movie, but like The Lion King is like a touchstone movie.
Lion King's like an all-timer.
I have the IMDb Western animated movies thing pulled up, and I've sorted by IMDb rating. And do you know what number 1 is?
Lion King.
It's The Lion King. It's the most It's like the most popular, and it's the highest rated because it's the best one.
Well, what other movies or like even Disney movies have a Broadway musical based on it?
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah,
like a very successful Broadway musical, and like just going off of that, the music in The Lion King, Elton John, great.
Yeah.
The only one that competes with that was Tarzan.
Tarzan, yeah.
Tarzan has like Phil Collins did not have to go that hard.
But he did. He did
for the Tarzan soundtrack.
I've never seen Tarzan.
Hercules soundtrack's pretty good too.
Oh, the Hercules.
It never appealed to me as a kid, so I just kind of never watched it.
Tarzan?
Yeah.
I mean, the movie itself's fine, but
I only watched it a few times. But like the soundtrack, like I go back and I listen to like some of those songs because they're absolute bangers.
I have another follow-up question with like the Western animated stuff. So I feel like this is a tradition that's died out now. Like if you're listening to this and you're like 15, I feel like you won't understand this a little bit because like Netflix is such a big thing. But did you guys have like that one animated movie that was like on a VHS or DVD or something that just was like got like played so much because it was like the one weird movie that you had that like nobody else you feel like watched nearly as much? So like for an example for me is like The Land Before Time.
Great movie.
First, I watched a lot of the Land Before Time movies, and like I bet you if you're listening to this, you're like, what even is that? I don't even know what that is. But like I was obsessed with dinosaurs as a little kid. So this movie directed by Steven Spielberg?
It wasn't directed by Spielberg. It was an Amblin film. He was one of the producers.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He was heavily involved.
He was involved. Heavily involved then.
It came out at the same around the same time as Jurassic Park. So Steven Spielberg is very good at synergy. He's like, this is the dinosaur moment, which I also, one of my favorite things about Spielberg, just off on a tangent, the same year he did Jurassic Park, he did Schindler's List.
That's so crazy.
Like, what? On
what
the
a
polar
run
opposite,
he was having.
Polar opposite ends of the spectrum there, and both like borderline perfect movies.
Okay, hold on. Let's I'm gonna take this conversation in a different direction. Is Jurassic Park an animated movie?
I see where you're going with this. No.
In a certain sense, yes. Like Jurassic Park was like a milestone in computer generated imagery in movies.
Yeah.
Of course. That said, a lot of the scenes in Jurassic Park are also practical effects. Like they built a giant life-size T-Rex.
It's one thing Steven Spielberg kind of did right.
Even like the CG, even in Jurassic Park, still holds up too. No, I wouldn't say it's an animated movie, no more than like The Avengers is an animated movie.
Yeah,
but I could hear an argument for it. But I wouldn't necessarily agree with it.
I would say like Avatar I'd be more hearing the argument.
Oh, Avatar absolutely is an animated movie.
Because like it doesn't take place in, there's like real people, but like nothing they've done is real.
Like
it's all in green screen.
Or like the Lion King remake, that's an animated movie.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. It is.
Like people call it the live action movie. It's not live action. It's all CG.
Yeah, it's all animated. Yeah.
Yeah, it's an animated.
We just don't
movie.
have the word for like photorealistic animation.
Photorealistic. Yeah.
Well,
I guess,
just say like
that would
the
be
remake.
Yeah.
Kind of.
The lesser remake. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna throw, before Jay threw it to this, I was gonna also say maybe that's just like the whole thing with Spielberg directing like complete opposite movies at the same time. Maybe that's just like a goated director type move or something, or like I guess it's not even the same director, because I'm thinking of like the classic tale of like My Neighbor Totoro and Grave of the Fireflies aired like together. Like Ghibli put those two things out together, but it was also it was Ghibli and then also the other director Suzuki, I think. I forget what the other guy's name is.
I don't know what their names are, but they were both Ghibli movies. But yeah, going back to your question there, Mike, about like a lesser known
like a weird movie
movies.
that like holds a place in your heart that you watch the hell out of.
The one I think about, I was lucky. My mom had so many movies. She was like an avid film collector. Like we had
that makes a lot of sense, actually. Looking
so
at
many
you and your
VHS movies. One that we watched a lot that like nobody else ever talks about was Balto. You ever seen Balto?
I honestly don't know that I have. I know my wife has quite a few times.
Yeah, I think I've talked to Shazana about it. Balto's based on a true life story of like this sled dog team in Nome, Alaska, I think, during some influenza pandemic, and they had to like run vaccines on dog sled. It's just it's a good animated movie, and to be honest, I don't even know who did that movie. I'm gonna look it up right now, I think.
Okay. Jay, do you have while he's looking that up,
I actually
do you have an
entry I actually did think of something that that was very obscure that I don't think I've ever shared with anyone outside like my family that knew about it.
Oh, I like this.
But so I believe, because I was very young when this happened, so this is like a very distant memory. But my grandmother brought back a collection of VHS tapes from the UK when she went, because she was born there. Yeah. And one of them was an animated movie. It was like a short movie, but it was a movie called The Tinderbox.
The Tinderbox.
The Tinderbox. And it's about this soldier that stumbles upon a tinderbox that summons 3 dogs of varying sizes.
Okay.
And like I don't remember the story that vividly, but like
was it German?
No, it was British.
Oh, later purchased by the BBC and shown as part of their Tales from Europe series of dubbed films on children's television. First shown in 1964. This is, Jay, you've topped it. This is the most obscure thing I've ever seen. Like, remember when you asked me to find this like weird like anime for you one time?
Yeah.
This is more obscure. You found something more obscure now. This is crazy.
Yeah.
And it's not a short movie. It's 83 minutes.
Oh, okay. So yes, it was a movie.
Yeah.
But I had it, I had it on VHS, and whenever I was at my grandmother's house, I would always watch it with her. I play that on repeat all the time.
God dang it, Jay. Me and Cole dropped like the Land Before Time and that, and then you come in with this nuclear option. We're like, oh yeah, you think that's obscure, you idiot.
Watch this.
Yeah, watch this. Or you probably can't because it doesn't exist anywhere, I'm sure.
Balto was Amblin as well. Amblin also did Land Before Time. It was Steven Spielberg's studio. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Starring Kevin Bacon, Bridget Fonda, Bob Hoskins, and Phil Collins.
Nice. He got around, apparently. He got around.
Yeah. Land Before Time's executive producers, Mike, and Jay, for that matter. Steven Spielberg, George Lucas, Kathleen Kennedy.
Oh, my God. No wonder I love that movie.
Came out in 1988. Oh, old movie. I got to rewatch that movie.
That's a great movie. We should review that one.
We should remove.
That'll be our next Western review.
Yeah. We should just do like a bunch of like old.
Let's open this can of sardines up to whatever the hell we want. I like it.
Yeah, I don't got anything else. Do you guys got one to throw out there before we dive into the diving?
I think I went. I think I went as obscure as I possisly could. I can't.
Okay. Do you have like a less obscure one? Like,
so when I was a kid, another one that I would watch, that people might actually recognize, Rugrats in Paris. I had a VHS of that.
I saw that in the theaters.
Nice.
Yeah. But yeah, I had a VHS of that, and I played that on repeat all the time.
Okay.
What
about
I loved when they get in the giant Reptar mech. That was awesome.
Okay.
Yeah. Or the first Rugrats movie was good too, with the Reptar wagon thing.
Yeah,
that was a good one too.
I feel like these are just like fever dreams for me. I like feel like I've seen both of these, but I can't tell you anything about them. Yeah, I'd throw Shark Tale out there. I watch Shark Tale a lot, and I'm sure does that one still exist even? Like, or did it just get banished somewhere? Honestly, I loved that movie as a kid.
Just a bad movie.
It's just a bad.
I don't know. It was fun, but it was bad. It wasn't like it was basically Finding Nemo's weird cousin. Yeah, basically, because there used to be this. I think there still is a little bit of this trend, but like they used to be like a big movie would come out, and then they're like, "Okay, let's just make like 5 fish movies now."
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the famous one, which isn't really that, it's that they were both in production at the same time, is A Bug's Life and Ants.
And Ants, yeah.
Kind of crazy that like both of these movies came out at the same time, and like, I guess it could be explained with like espionage, like between studios. Yeah, yeah.
Crazy, I think it was both DreamWorks and Pixar's first animated movies too, like both of them.
Well, the first Pixar movie was Toy Story. Bug's Life was their second movie, I want to say. But I think Ants was. Yes.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah, you are. 3 years. Dang, they put them out in 3 years back then. That's impressive, considering they were like doing this on like a TI-83 calculator back then.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's crazy.
Yeah. No, go for it. We got a quick mailbag question here.
Yeah, so very quick.
Let's dive in.
It's time for the mailbag.
It's mailbag time. If you got a mailbag question, you can send it to us over at our website, anipropod.com/mailbag, or on our Discord. This one comes from our Discord. It's also a patron priority mailbag. Wee woo. It comes from Super Mexi. And their question reads thusly: what's an anime you are embarrassed to say that you love, Jay?
You posed this question before we started recording, so I had time. I had ample time.
Oh, there was plenty of time
to think about an answer.
Jay first, so I have time to bring up my Annie list and remember what the hell anime I watched.
Honestly, like, I don't know if I'm embarrassed to say I like it, but like, I like SAO, I guess.
Yeah, it's kind of the obvious answer.
Yeah, it kind of is.
That's like the first one that comes to my mind too.
Like, guilty pleasure for sure, because like I know it has a lot of stigma around it, but like, not embarrassed, you know?
Yeah. I think that's kind of how you have to come at it, because like, hey man, you know me. I've got an anime podcast. We get the most hate mail we get is about me being a gooner. So like, hey, I have no shame.
No, yeah.
So to say like I'm embarrassed to say that I love something is just untrue, because like I'm
Coal Lake's Overflow. So
yeah, that is very factually accurate and true. Yeah, I'd say like the weirdest one that I'd feel like I'm just like picturing like what would be the most embarrassing for me to say to like a coworker or like my dad or something like that. And it'd be like, maybe that I like magical girl shows, maybe, you know, like there's something about like a magical girl show that just kind of tickles my jimmies. And I feel like if I tried explaining this to my dad, he would just be like, what's wrong with you? Like, you know, like I just,
where did I go wrong?
Yeah. Where did I go wrong that you were sitting here telling me about Sailor Moon, you know, like,
yeah. Sailor Moon was for girls. Like they know Sailor Moon, but
yeah. I mean, like people at my work, like some of my friends at work, literally like jokingly say when they see I'm watching like anime things or looking at anime stuff, they're like, "Oh, you're looking at that Sailor Moon crap again, hey?" And it'll be like very obviously not Sailor Moon. It'll be like Attack on Titan.
I wish I was watching Sailor Moon right now.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I'd say that's probably the most embarrassing thing I have is like, watching like Bishojo stuff. Yeah.
Well, I mean, Cole's dad often has gone on record saying his favorite superhero is Tuxedo Mask.
Yeah, that's true.
But I feel like that's a little bit of like that's the same energy that my dad would bring to that, where it's almost like he's mocking it, you know?
Yeah. It's a bit of a meme. He's saying it for yucks. I got two. One would be gushing over magical girls. But like, again, like I talk about it all the time.
You've gone on record on this podcast proclaiming your endless, deepest love for gushing over magical girls.
But Mike started talking about like, what do I have a tough time like explaining to people that I like? And then,
that's how I think of it. Yeah.
It reminds me of telling people about, oh man, like been watching this horse girl anime.
Okay. There you go.
Uma Musume.
Yeah.
Because we got to remember here, you know, this is a safe space. We all like Uma Musume here.
Yeah.
But like, try explaining that to somebody out in the real world. IRL. Yeah.
It was tough. It was bad. I like was trying to explain to my like really good coworker friend. I'm like, because I was playing the game at lunch or whatever, which I guess is probably my like. I have a coworker who also like he actually was into Uma Musume like when I met him like over a year ago, and I was like, this is before the game even came out and stuff. Here anyway. And yeah, I was trying to explain to this coworker of mine like the concept of Uma Musume, and I'm like, yeah, they're like girls who race like horses. And he's like, oh, okay, so they just like run, but they're not horses. And I'm like, well, actually, they have tails and ears and stuff. And
yeah. So like, here's the thing: gushing over magical girls. You explain that, and it's like, okay, it's Gooner.
That's Goon. Everyone understands Goon.
Everyone understands that. But you start talking about Uma Musume, and then like in their head, it's like, oh, is this like a weird thing? And you're like, no. Like they're just girls who run. It's like, but they're horses as well.
There's like this weird like goon cloud that hangs over it, but it's actually very really. Like anti-goon.
Yeah,
there's nothing sexual about it, even a little bit.
Well, I mean, you go online, you can find anything, but like,
I mean,
there's nothing overtly
is a thing for a reason.
Yeah,
yes.
There's nothing like on its face that is.
There's no surface level goon bait.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So I'm saying Uma Musume.
It's a good choice.
I think
it's a good choice.
Yeah. Let us know what anime you're embarrassed to say that you love, though, in the comments down below. A movie that we watched that certainly no one's embarrassed to say that they love is K-pop Demon Hunters. It's the biggest movie in the world right now. We're going to review that right after this break.
Oh, hi. Didn't see you there. I hope you're enjoying the break. I'm so proud of Cole's choice of music. It sounds great. You know, while I have you, I bet you'd enjoy a delicious snack to go with the second half. After all, what's a good show without a great snack to enjoy it with? Well, allow me to introduce you to this episode's sponsors, TokyoTreat and Sakuraco. Experience Japan from the comfort of your own home through Sakuraco and TokyoTreat. TokyoTreat is a fun and exclusive monthly snack box packed with Japan's coolest and craziest treats. Each month, you'll get a rare Kit Kat flavor, limited edition chips, noodles, and the latest treats shipped worldwide from Japan straight to your door. Every month, TokyoTreat and Sakuraco have a different theme, and this month, TokyoTreat and Sakuraco are both celebrating Tsukimi with a special box design. Tsukimi, or moon viewing, is a Japanese tradition held every year during the harvest moon. The practice expresses gratitude for the end of the summer and the beginning of the fall season by feasting on lunar-inspired foods under the full moon. TokyoTreat's theme this month is Snacktastic Moonfest. Get ready for the autumn fun and enjoy the glow of the full moon with this month's TokyoTreat snack box. Each year, Japan launches limited edition lunar and rabbit-themed snacks to celebrate the Tsukimi, or moon viewing, like these Moontastic Pudding Mochi, Carrot Crunch Rice Puffs, and Sweet Potato Wafer Rolls. And your fall-inspired feast isn't complete without a seasonal favorite, chestnuts, which you can taste in this month's mouth-watering Mont Blanc Kit Kats. These light, creamy treats are a delicious alternative to your regular Kit Kats you find anywhere else, and I urge you to try them for yourselves. I promise you'll enjoy them just as much as I did. But if I had to choose, my favorite thing in the box had to be the seaweed salt potato chips. I love salty snacks, and these Japanese-style chips were just the thing I was craving for. With a seaweed and salty flavor, they served as the perfect late-night snack to pop in your mouth and enjoy. I couldn't believe how fast I went through the entire chip bag once I tried it. But that's not all, because this episode is also sponsored by Sakuraco. Sakuraco is a monthly Japanese artisan snack box that supports local makers across Japan. Each box is carefully curated with traditional and seasonal snacks like mochi, dorayaki, manju, and more, including signature Japanese teas and an exclusive homeware item. Sakuraco globally delivers an authentic taste of Japan to your home. Like TokyoTreat, Sakuraco also has a monthly theme, and this month's theme is Autumn Moon Festival. This month, Sakuraco also allows you to authentically experience Japan's tradition of tsukimi, savor the season's delicacies, and welcome the autumn with snacks best enjoyed under the warm glow of the harvest moon. Featuring tsukimi-themed cookies, carefully crafted rabbit soft chews, and manju, and a delicate tsukimi mikan cream cookie. This month's Sakuraco snacks pair perfectly with the tsukimi gokokucha, which can be elegantly served in this month's box exclusive home good, Tsukimi Yunomi. I always appreciate that Sakuraco provides more than one tea bag of their tea, so I can truly appreciate it more than once. Sakuraco's teas always impress me, and this one is no different. With a blend of Japanese grains, it truly was something I couldn't find anywhere else, and I also appreciated the added benefit of it being caffeine-free, meaning I can enjoy it, as intended, at night, out of their beautiful rabbit-themed teacup. But what's tea without a delicious pastry to pair it with? And this month, Sakuraco delighted me with a scrumptious blueberry tart. I was flipping through the book, looking at what was in the box, and when I landed on the blueberry tart, I uttered, "Oh my god," to myself. I was very excited to try it out, and I couldn't believe how well it paired with the tea. If there's anything from this ad I would push to anyone to try for themselves, it was this tart. I loved it so much, bringing me back to eating dessert and tea at a family gathering when I was younger. But hey, why not try TokyoTreat and Sakuraco for yourselves and experience Japan's moon viewing tradition from the comfort of your own home or with a friend? If you're craving a good snack, want to taste of Japan from anywhere in the world, or need something to gift to a friend, head over to the link in the description and use code AniPro for $5 off your first box. Once again, head over to the link in the description, use code AniPro, that's ANIPRO, for $5 off your first box. Thank you to TokyoTreat and Sakuraco for sponsoring this episode. Now, let's all enjoy our snacks and get back to the music. Hit it, Cole!
Welcome back to the AniPro podcast. It's a review of some kind, and it's not a manga. This review moves in motion on the screen, so you know what that means. You're stuck with me again for the second week in a row, bringing you back from the break. But this time,
oh boy,
I was a little more ready for it. Not a lot more ready. A little more ready, though.
A little more ready.
A little, yeah. This week, we like Cole alluded to at the top of the episode, we kind of called an audible because like we've been. Cole and Jay have had me and a bit of our Discord raving about K-pop Demon Hunters for probably a month now, I'd say. Whenever it came out, we watched it pretty short after. And then there's also all this news coming about like how it's the biggest thing since sliced bread, basically. And it's like, it's now the number one Netflix movie of all time, period. It is, it occupies like 7 of the top 10 spots on the Billboard charts with like the songs from the movie and stuff like that, which is just like a crazy accomplishment in this day and age. So we kind of mutually agreed to kind of do an audible here and just kind of like review this movie, which is also kind of weird for us because I don't know if we've ever reviewed a not anime thing on the podcast, have we? We've done manhwa.
We've done manhwa.
Link Click's technically anime.
No, I guess like this would be the first like Western thing that we've done for sure.
So we're kind of out of our depth a little bit. So bear with us a bit.
Like we're spreading our wings. We're learning to fly, as the song goes by the Foo.
Everybody gets one. Say it, Cole. Everybody gets one.
Everybody gets one.
Yes, everybody gets one.
And this is Mike's one.
My one of what?
Thing.
That's your one.
Okay.
Next week is my one, and I'm gonna make you guys review. We're gonna review Signs by M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh God!
Just
please
slowly molding us into Cole's dream conspiracy theory and old obscure movie podcast.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
Signs
but
not obscure.
It's very obscure. We'll review Jay's childhood movie there, the Tinderbox. If a copy of it can be obtained, we'll review that.
It's on YouTube.
Bonus episode.
It's for
free entirety on YouTube?
Yeah, I sent it in the business chat.
Oh, did you? I didn't look.
Yeah.
I didn't. I close my Discord and all that stuff when I record because I find it like bogs down my.
It kind of
bogs
down
my connection a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, K-pop Demon Hunters, like I said, biggest thing right now. So let's talk about it. Right? You're probably wondering, like, what even is a K-pop Demon Hunter?
What even is a K-pop Demon Hunter, Mike?
Well, let me tell you, it's a movie produced it's done by Sony Pictures Animation, which you will recognize from famous animated films recently. Probably actually like the other biggest animated films of the last little bit, I would say, the Into the Spider-Verse movies and Across the Spider-Verse.
Yeah.
I'd say those are like the other kind of universally praised animated movies of the last couple years. Would you guys agree with that?
I would agree. I would also say pretty visually similar to this movie.
Yes.
Like they definitely have a they've kind of filled a niche specifically. Hotel Transylvania would be their other big thing that they've done. Yeah.
And what they've done is they've taken a Canadian Korean director and basically gave her the helm to just kind of do her project. And apparently this took like 8 years to make. And she used like all of her knowledge to make like K-pop and stuff like that, and like her Korean roots and like Korean culture and stuff like that. And just like went out and made a movie about these girls who basically it's a world where like demons exist, but not everyone's aware of them. And not everyone. I couldn't get the vibe. I don't think people can see them except for the demon hunters.
They definitely can't, because there's that one. There's one scene where like somebody's looking out a window and they're like, it's so peaceful. And then it cuts back to their point of view and it's like, it's like hell on earth.
It's like chaos. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, normal people can't see them unless you kind of like are in the demon hunter realm. And they basically, the lore is they fight the demons, just straight up. They kill demons. They're hunters that hunt demons. And then basically they have this other motive that they have where by being like idols and performers and getting like basically like uniting the indomitable human spirit against the demons and uniting as one together, you kind of create this like, there's this concept called the Han Moon, which kind of like, it's like a seal. It seals the demon realm away from infiltrating Earth basically. And that's why they're idols as well, is because they're trying to make this barrier to keep the demons down below while also killing any that pop up. Do you guys feel like I've kind of summarized the concept of K-pop Demon Hunters? Or is there anything else that you would throw in there that is kind of relevant information for someone who kind of is maybe not super familiar? If also just before my co-host talk, we're not going to spoil anything. Don't worry. We're just kind of talking like kind of more broadly about the movie in general. But yeah, we're not going to get into like deep plot intricacies in this one. There might be some minor stuff, but nothing crazy.
Yeah. I think that's a good description of the actual like meat and potatoes of the show. It's also just kind of like sheds light on the K-pop culture and kind of behind the scenes and stuff like that, where they're like releasing new singles and there's this whole
never
thing
stopping
about them,
working ever.
Yeah, this whole thing about them like being overworked almost. I think that's a pretty good description of what this film was about, I would say. Yeah. I think you did a swell job, Mike, at that.
Well, it helps that I've like I said earlier, like I've seen it twice now and I clearly really enjoy it. And my favorite band is in it too, so it's like It's a win-win-win, really, this one for me. Do we do comparisons for this one? I don't even know. We didn't discuss this.
I had one prepped. I do have one.
Let her rip.
Powerpuff Girls, I would say.
Oh, nice.
It's very comparable. Yeah. You could even assign like the actual girls to their respective Powerpuff Girl, where Rumi is Buttercup, Mira is who's the green one?
God, I don't even remember.
Blossom. No, Blossom's the pink one. Blossom is
Buttercup
Rumi. Buttercup is Mira.
And then
Zoe
Bubbles is
Bubbles. Yeah,
Bubbles.
Yeah.
There you go.
Bubbles is the blue one. Yeah. That's immediately what I thought of as well. Was Powerpuff Girls, even though that's like them just being straight up superheroes. Also, like fairly similar, like senses of humor, I'd say as well.
That's a really good take, Cole, actually. Like the more I think about it, the more I like really kind of like that, actually. Like they're kind of just like the tropes. Like if you boiled down both those characters to like their essence of who their role in the character dynamics are, it's a perfect match, really.
Yeah. I mean, it's the archetypes, right? Like Ninja Turtles does it too, but there's 4 Ninja Turtles. Similar things. Yeah, that was the immediate one that I thought of was Powerpuff Girls. If you guys do have comparisons, we didn't prep this. That was just what I thought of.
Jay, do you have one? I got one that's a little looser than Cole's. It's not as good as Cole's, but what do you think? I'll go.
Yeah, let her rip.
The one I kind of like thought of, and this is a little more in the vein of what this is, I think, is Cloudy with a Chance of Meatballs. I brought it up in the first half. I like that. Okay. I like that animated movie a lot. I don't know if either of you have seen it.
I saw it with you. Yeah.
Did you? Okay. Yeah. It's about this like scientist type dude, and he sort of like he goes off on. He's like kind of like nobody really knows what he's really trying to do, and then he sort of loses his way along the way, and he's like, and at the end of the day, the main message is like be true to yourself, and things will work out, basically. And that's kind of like, and basically that's about it's pretty surface level, honestly. I feel I don't feel great about that comparison, but
I mean, like, this is at the end of the day, like I would say this is kind of a kid's movie as well. So like everything is fairly surface level. Jay, do you have one? Because I do have another one. If you want, I can give this one to you.
No. Go for it. Go for it.
Jay's answer is
Cole's answer. Don't throw this on me.
Okay, Cole's second answer then is Into the Spider-Verse. Actually, I would say
yes. There you go.
Visually, of course, they're both from Sony Animation Studio, Sony Pictures Animation, and they have similar kind of theming about like learning to accept yourself and stuff like that. Yeah, where like Miles Morales learns to become his own Spider-Man. Where this is them kind of learning to just accept who they are. That's kind of the overall thing I would say for this one. Yeah, no, that's
Cole. You've thought of the two perfect comparisons, I'd say. Yeah.
See you guys next week.
Yep. No, don't go away. We got to continue on. Right. So yeah, those are a few comparisons. Honestly, there's not a lot exactly like this. I feel like this is a pretty unique. Movie in general. This is at least in our media, but
this is nothing if not a unique premise, I would say.
Yes.
I think its themes and stuff are pretty universal.
Yes.
But its premise, I mean, there's nothing like this movie, I would say.
I was trying to I literally was like Googling like anime like K-pop Demon Hunters or something, trying to like bring it around, and there's just nothing. There's just nothing like it. Like Cole said, like the overall theme of like accepting yourself and being true to yourself, and kind of like maybe going against the social norms a little bit to be true to yourself. That's super universal in these like what I would call like Cole, you're right. It's like in the vein of like a kids movie, but it's in that classic vein that Pixar used to ride nicely of like kids movies that are also enjoyable to watch in your like as an adult, right?
Yeah.
Like it's not just clearly only for kids is what I would say.
Yeah. Well, I think it's more, it doesn't play itself like how a lot of people think a kid's show plays, where it's like it dumbs itself down for the sake of, like it's not like it's not handholdy. I don't want to say garbage, but like,
well, yeah, it's a kids movie where they realize that kids aren't little idiots.
Yeah,
they can understand like theming.
Yeah.
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 I saw the husband of the director actually talk about this a little bit because they were asking, and we're kind of jumping around a little bit, so we're in the thoughts already. And he was saying
thoughts.
We should get a drop for thoughts. But yeah, these are our thoughts. We wrote them down and just to kind of like guide our discussion a little bit. And I quickly added one when we started recording, is why do we think this movie was so successful? And the husband of the director said he thought the movie was so successful is because they their target audience was 20-year-olds. They figured, but they were very intentional about making the movie also very accessible for kids. Yeah. So like they made the main target audience adults because he basically said kids these days, like 5 and up probably. Well, no, a little older than that, but like they basically watch whatever young adults, like very young adults, are talking about online. So you need to hit the young adults first, and then the kids will want to watch it, is basically what he said. And I think that's actually correct. I think that's why this is so popular.
Yeah. I do just want to say, you mentioned the director, one of the 2 directors. There's 2 directors in this movie.
You're correct.
Maggie Kang, who this was her passion project, I guess, that she came up with the concept and everything. The other director is Chris Applehans.
Yes.
Who I guess probably contributed more in like an animation sense, like direction, because like you can tell like the whole. This is Maggie Kang's baby, right?
Yes.
And he probably contributed in like a directorial sense. Pure speculation. I haven't looked into it too much. So I just wanted to just mention, like, there are 2 directors. I don't just want to bury this Chris guy under the rubble.
No, that's a good point. That's a good point. It does seem like maybe he was like a co-director type situation. I think you were right, because he's been around for a while, and it seems like he's done a lot of their stuff, from like Monster House, Puss in Boots. Honestly, it seems like he's been on a lot of Sony Pictures stuff.
Like we were talking off air. This is very, very strange. I'm on the Wikipedia. There's no annual
I know, this
page
is odd.
for K-pop Demon Hunters. And it says the film was directed by Maggie Kang and Chris Applehans from a screenplay they co-wrote with the writing team of Dania Jimenez and Hannah
McMecken
on a story conceived by Kang. So it was her idea, and then it was a collaborative. I
definitely get the vibe. She's like the showrunner is the vibe I got.
Yeah, that's that's the sense that I get too.
What would you say about this movie? What do you think contributed? Like I said at the top of the review, like it's undeniably huge. Like it is the #1 movie period on Netflix ever. It is the top of the Billboard charts for the music, the songs in it. Yeah. What do you think is the secret sauce here that really has hit the masses and resonated so?
Yeah.
Jay.
Like I would. Oh, Jay, go ahead.
No. Cole, he already started. Go ahead.
Okay. I mean, the obvious one is K-pop is huge right now. So
yeah, it is pretty hot right now.
Yeah. People are clamoring for that. The other one, just from if you take a step back, is this is a unique premise. And I think people want unique films that aren't sequels, that aren't remakes, that aren't adaptations of something else. This is a purely 100% homegrown, farm-fed, free-range film.
Yeah, no, like that's,
there's nothing like it. And I think that people are maybe rewarding it for being unique in that sense. Jay, go ahead. I'm sorry, I stole your
No, don't apologize. You spoke up. I think that there is a lot of merit to that, but at the same time, I think K-pop is a big thing, and it had a lot of like catchy K-pop music that the people who like K-pop would be drawn to. But the other thing I think that contributed to that, if you take another step back, is it premiered on Netflix, which nowadays people are a lot more in tune to tuning into a streaming service to watch a movie rather than going to the theater, right? I don't know if this would be as big as it is if it came out in theaters first and then came to Netflix.
I think you're right. That is a great point. And maybe, like, honestly, I could see a world where this kind of has I wouldn't even say I can see a world. I think this has probably changed the calculus that happens at when they make movies these days. I could see that happening where it's like, oh, if it's huge, we could just put it in theaters after.
Yeah.
And it's probably, that would just be like another death knell.
I think, honestly, like this could start that being a trend of it goes to streaming first and then to theaters. Because that's what happened with this movie.
Yeah. Honestly.
Because like Mike, like for example, like you watch this movie first on the small screen.
Yeah.
Would you still go and see it in theaters?
Yeah, actually, I probably would, because I've kind of alluded to, I've enjoyed it quite a bit. I think this movie, the nature of doing that in that order is you get that kind of cool theater. You would get the cool theater experience that you're not getting nowadays. I feel where like everyone's there. A lot of them have probably seen it already. It's like when you go to like a Rocky Horror Picture Show showing or something like that, where everyone's seen the movie a million times and you're kind of all just vibing together.
Or like you go to a concert. Right, you've heard all the songs.
You know it all already,
and everyone with you knows these songs, and you're all just jamming to the songs together, right?
Yeah. From that aspect, I think I would go see it in theaters just to kind of like jam a little bit. You know,
kind of turns.
Don't jam in theaters. Don't do that. But kind of
I'm not a big fan of that. Yeah, but you know, be hyped in the theater. You know, it turns the movie going experience into an experience.
No,
right?
I'm gonna turn the question on its head a little bit for Mike. Would you have gone to see this movie if it had premiered in theaters first?
That I don't know about, honestly. Just because I'm not I don't really watch a lot of the like the new Western 3D animated movies, and I think there's a bit of a stink to them these days for me, and I think that stink would have crept into the theaters a little bit, and then. But like Spider-Verse has been turning that around. Like the new Spider-Man movies that came out from Sony Pictures before this have been turning that around a little bit. Like, so there's a chance, but the barrier of entry of having it on Netflix first, honestly, I would say I'd put it at like a 30% chance I'd go see this in theaters. Probably lower because realistically I have a baby. It's going to be hard for me to get there. But like if there was no barrier to entry.
It's also ridiculously expensive for a movie you know nothing about going in.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. And also like it just wouldn't do well in theaters because it's just like such a niche thing. So like this one building up on Steam and Netflix first is the perfect release. The other thing that I would also throw into the hat of why I think this one's done so well is because it does a very good job of being very progressive, but not too, like last week Cole was kind of complaining about Spider-Man a little bit, saying it's very progressive in its themes, but it's like almost too on the nose and like aggressive about it. And it's like, just like when messaging is too obvious and like in your face, it just doesn't feel good. You're just,
it takes you out of it.
You feel like you're like getting preached to, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
This one, it just tells a cool story about 3 girls, strong, powerful, independent women that are very capable, and just kind of tells a story about that. And they're just doing their thing, right? It doesn't bother. Like, I feel like if this was a lesser movie, it would make that the central theme, I think, you know?
Yeah.
But this just tells an awesome story with 3 girls kicking butt, basically. And like,
it tells an awesome story about 3 people kicking butt.
Yeah.
And they're also
well
girls.
Said.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other thing
I think is often nowadays people forget that like people bring up like strong female characters, you know, your Sarah Connors from Terminator, your Ellen Ripley from Alien. Like the fact that they're female is incidental and makes them stronger for that reason, I think.
Yes. Yeah. And I feel like the obvious example people bring up as the counter to that would be like Captain Marvel or whatever the heck that was. Like, you know, like
feels like, a little preachy. Yeah. Not to get into gender politics.
No,
anime
but like
podcast, but it's important. It's definitely
important.
A part of this discussion. Yeah.
Yeah. And the other thing too is it's also not afraid to show that like just because you can have weak moments, like I think people resonate with that. Like you can have weaknesses and moments where you doubt yourself and you're not sure, but like you do overcome it. You know, like that's another important part of this movie, I would say.
Yeah, for sure.
I would say that's even maybe a central theme of the movie. Would you guys agree?
I would agree with that. Yeah. I would definitely agree with that. Overcoming the big theme, we've alluded to it a lot, is the theme of acceptance and stuff. somebody kind of through the whole movie, one of the characters is kind of running away from who they are and what they are. And then by the end of the movie, they learn to accept themselves for who they are, which is just a universal theme that's told a million times. And the reason it's told a million times, it's like the hero's journey archetype. It just works. It's just a thing that we all need to be told sometimes. So
it's okay to start an anime podcast with your buddies.
It's okay. It's okay to like gushing over magical girls. Yeah. But yeah,
that was a very apt mailbag. Thinking about it now in hindsight,
I guess so. Yeah.
Are there any themes you think we missed there, Jay?
I think like one of the other big themes is just like truth versus lies in general.
Okay.
Like, I'm thinking of like that one scene where her surrogate mother's like, we'll tell all these lies to cover it all up. We'll start over and we'll just and rejecting the need to lie is kind of like the main character turn in the story for our main girl there, or just like the main guy lying about about his past, and him never like him never really like accepting the truth of that, and never and wanting to
allowing it to be like something that holds him back, kind of.
Right. Like just kind of like and like how lying to each other instead of just being truthful with each other, being a thing that tears people apart. It literally is what tore the band apart. It's what tore their goal apart.
It also kind of goes like a layer deeper too, where like I think in like a lot of like Asian cultures, there's this big thing about not sticking out. You want to be a part, like it's about the whole, right?
Yeah.
And I think basically like when her mom's telling her, "Oh, we need to lie about this. We need to lie about this. Cover this up so we don't stick out," kind of thing. We don't need to make this we don't need to make this a problem for everybody. And kind of realizing like no, like this is just how it is. Like
maybe there's the
to add like an extra layer of depth onto that too.
Yeah, like a generational critique as well. Maybe. Yeah, I like that, Mike. That's a good observation.
Analysis.
As well. Analysis.
Yes.
I am the first analyst and therapist in the world.
What do you call yourself?
An analrapist.
Or like even that doctor that was prescribing the thing, like how he would lie in his thing, like he had there you
go. Yeah.
He had like the like that picture with the band, but it just peeled off, or like he prescribed something, just peeled off. It was grape juice.
Yeah.
I will say the comedic timing in this movie really worked for me. I don't know about you guys, but
that was a funny bit too. The fact that he was like a quack doctor, but he was still like, a lot of the stuff he said in the office was like true, right?
Yeah.
So like, it's funny how he was like still portrayed as like a quack, but was still able to like mentally diagnose these different girls
with his very, very open eyes.
With his very, very open eyes that freaked me out.
Yeah. He was an interesting character. And speaking of characters, what do you guys think of the characters in this movie? Is there anyone who stands out as your like favorite or anything, or anyone you want to talk about, gush about? I'll quickly throw out the manager, who, by the way, is played by Kang Jong. I think you guys know who that is. He's always a delight. He's fun. Every time I see him in something, he's always a delight. And I was just like, oh, dang, that's him when I saw him in the credits. And I was like,
I always think of him in Community. He's a standout character in Community.
Hangover.
The Hangover. Yeah. I didn't realize that was him.
I know.
Until like the credits went, and I was like, "Oh yeah, that was him."
Yeah, I know. You don't think of it until after. But what about like the trio of main girls or other characters? Or anyone else that stood out to you guys?
Cool. Jay, go ahead.
Jay.
Oh no, I've done it. I've been first too many times. Jay, you go.
All right.
Your turn.
So I did like the main girl. I forget her name. Rumi. And the main guy. But it's mostly because like they got the most attention in terms of like character depth.
Yes.
And that was probably my biggest critique with this movie was like I feel like the two other girls and like everyone else in the boy band didn't really get a lot in terms of like character maybe not depth but like exploration.
I would say that the other boy characters, the other characters in the boy band got
the other Saja boys.
Basically no character
development. Like honestly, if it was just if it was just like him as like the rival demon star, right? I don't think that would have changed the movie much.
That would have been powerful on a thematic level as well, Jay, because imagine it's the three of them together and they're fighting against this singular person. So it could also be a critique about like working together versus like being selfish,
alone.
Being a selfish individual.
Yeah.
See, Jay, we should write this. We should write the next one.
There you go. They are making a sequel, I think now, by the way, which like obviously
makes sense.
Did so well.
Yeah.
And I think if they do make a sequel, I'd like to see the other two girls get more time to like
I agree.
To explore, just because like Rumi has gotten a lot of time in this movie, so I think she can take a back seat and people wouldn't be as
and her story's kind of told now, so that would make sense.
This was
a
her
little
story.
Bit, yeah. And the movie kind of leaves it open to a sequel at the end too, anyway. So
they allude to some of the other girls' doubts, like Mira, who's the. No, Mike, I'm not sure if you're familiar with this phrase. She's the visual. Mike, what does that mean?
So K-pop it's funny. They kind of have been going away from this a little bit actually in recent K-pop stuff, but like in classic K-pop, there's like positions that each member would have. And a visual is essentially just like they kind of stand out or they're just like prettier than everybody else, basically.
Yeah.
And she's the tall, like with long hair, and that's probably why she's the visual. I think they're usually the tallest, actually.
But she's kind of like self-conscious about like she's the black sheep of her family. She doesn't really feel like she belongs.
Yeah, because she's like rebellious, right?
And then Zoe is kind of like
they could have done so much with that too, because our main girl Rumi. Didn't like she's kind of a black sheep in her family because her parents aren't there, so she has a surrogate mother. So like they could have like bonded over that a little bit, but there was nothing really.
Yeah.
So that could be an interesting sequel.
As a kind of a counter to Jay's point before I let Cole continue, I do think that like they're probably the reason why they limited the character development for the side characters or the side characters, I would call them, is probably just from like the keeping it tight, keeping it simple.
100%. Yeah,
for sure. That's 100% what it was.
For sure.
Yeah. And I think they could have it would have benefited from 5 minutes. Let's give it 5 minutes to explore the other characters maybe a little more. I don't think I needed more from any of the Saja boys, to be clear. I think that honestly having only one of the demons be even remotely relevant is fine.
I just don't think that the other Saja boys needed to be in the movie at all, honestly.
Well,
there's an argument for sure.
They need a boy band.
They needed a boy.
They needed a band.
Yes. From a storytelling point of view, I agree. But like from a K-pop point of view,
K-pop marketing point of view, sure.
Yeah, they needed the group.
Because like it's very rare that like a K-pop soloist would debut as a soloist. It would be weird.
But he's a demon, so like he doesn't understand typical K-pop. Traditions.
Yes.
Okay.
Please continue your point.
Anyway, Zoe has like these nagging thoughts about her being like loser's the wrong word, but like she would like do poetry and write these lyrics all the time. And
she's an artist.
That. She is the artistic type, yeah. I came in expecting to like really like Zoe, and I do really like Zoe. Zoe's a lot of fun, but in the end, I think Rumi kind of just steals the show.
And I mean, it is the Rumi show.
It's her story. It's her story.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest though. Mira was like the least interesting one.
Yeah.
She's kind of there. to be honest.
She just kind of provides like the straightforward kind of blunt one is really yeah.
I think she does have a purpose in the story for sure. Aside from like the marketing aspect, like her doubting Rumi in the movie, I think like that was important. But I don't think she was given a lot to do.
Yeah, which I think echoing Jay's critique is a lot of the side characters don't really have a lot to do.
They're very shallow, really, at the end of the day. Like they feel like fleshed out characters, but you don't get to see much of it, I would say. I feel like saying they're shallow doesn't feel right to me, but you don't see much of them.
Yeah. I mean, they wanted to keep this at a tight minute or hour and a half.
Hour and a half. Yeah, like 90 minutes, the golden ratio, as we know from Pompa the Cinephile.
Yeah.
Yep, so, it really is. It's perfect.
I'm curious about a sequel where they can delve into the other girls.
What would you want the sequel to be? Because I kind of have an idea. I think this is not in our thoughts, but I'll just quickly. I think the sequel to me is you go to a different time period. You maybe go in the past or something. You go to a different group, I think.
I think they'll stick with the same group from just a continuity aspect because the characters are popular. Yeah. But I think, you'd have to dive into maybe Mira because like, I'm sure I'm not the only one who kind of didn't really jive with her. So kind of give her a bit more of a spotlight to get people to jive with her. Like Rumi, it's been her story. Zoe, I think, is just so easily likable as a character that I don't think that you really need to delve into her too much, where Mira kind of feels like there's still quite a bit there that can be explored.
I think it depends on the story that you want to tell. Like, you can tell a story with Zoe and have it be interesting.
Sure. For sure.
Yeah.
Like, I think that idea of self-doubt or like that or something like that would be an interesting thing to explore.
Prequel with Zoe, I think would be the move.
That could be interesting.
Or like a prequel seeing the band come together.
Yeah. Okay. Moving out of the character stuff now. Let's move into the let's move into the more archy farchy stuff a little bit. A little more hard cinema files type stuff. We've kind of alluded to that this Canadian Maggie Kang is at the helm. What do you think of her and what's the other dude's name? Andrew?
Chris
Applehans. What did you think of like their style in this one? Do you think there's choices directorially and style, pacing, like the visuals, the shots, the cinematography of it all, like kind of very big picture stuff as you're watching it as a person who reviews moving picture films for a living. Yes. What'd you guys think of this one? Jay, you go again.
Okay. So I thought that it was very interesting. Like the first thought I had on the cinematography of it all is this felt like it was shot like a music video and edited like a music video.
Sometimes that's a good take. Yeah.
Like it just like when they were on the plane and they were singing that one song, it like that just felt like one big music video. Or like they're singing and they're fighting, which I think that the action was done pretty decently as well. It just felt like a little bit of a music video, but also like it has another side to it that does feel like it has cool action and well directed, visually appealing action too. So
Yeah. I appreciated that they took the directorial choice to basically make the most of the medium. Because I feel like sometimes it was very grounded. Like you felt like this was a real world they were in. A lot of the times I felt, other than the obvious, like there's demons and stuff like that. But like you felt like this could conceivably be a real world, right? You could get immersed in the world. But they weren't afraid to kind of go very anime with it. And it did have like very anime feeling influences with like some of the facial reactions and stuff like that. And like when they're eating at the beginning of the movie, when they're feasting on their gimbap and stuff like that, like they're doing things that like a normal human being can't do. And they're like the Zoe commonly will get like the little like X eyes or whatever, like the emoji face or whatever. And the other thing I would put out from like a directorial standpoint is there's a lot of really cool shots from this movie. I thought I felt like for like an animated movie, there was quite a few, like it wasn't afraid to kind of like dip its toe into the abstract, which is something that you wouldn't normally expect from like a quote unquote children's movie. Mm-hmm. And I'm curious to what like I would call like the most cinephile of the group, Cole. What did you think of that stuff?
Well, I would go off of what you said about kind of the abstract. Like there's the whole, love scene in quotes, where it's very, very abstract and very artistic and stuff like that. It reminded me of like Hercules, to be honest, like where like,
kind of
Hercules and Meg, that's her name. They're kind of like, having their love scene, and they come down off the euphoria, and it turns out they're just kind of like standing there.
It's like, oh, okay. Yeah.
I like that. I also kind of going off of what Jay said, the action in this is really good. Like, especially towards the end, even, it's corny, but kind of gave me goosebumps. The last song like, there. The last like action scene was like, this is cool. I really like this. And the themes and everything are all coming together. The only like major critique I'd say is like the girls don't really have like a really cool like K-pop dance sequence. The K-pop aspect of everything, like the boys, I thought had like cooler like show choreography and stuff like that. Which I guess kind of makes sense. Like they're kind of like hypnotizing everybody. They had really cool, like, their debut thing with, Soda Pop, and then their song that they have at the end as well. Like that was, they had really cool scenes. Yeah. That's what I would say. I think
that's
the action
a good take actually. Cause like, I think the action in this often is just like basically music videos kind of. Yeah. And like, they do fight demons a lot, but a lot of the times it's basically they're kind of just performing or like singing, very Disney princess style, kind of just singing to the void a little bit.
Yeah. Like even like when they're performing on stage, it's not really a performance. Like it's, they're not really performing. Like there's one scene where, how can I forget their name so often? Rumi is kind of performing solo almost. Yeah. So like there's not really like choreographed dances between them. There's a couple scenes, but I would have liked to see more
background dancers or anything.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I would have liked to see more of the three of them performing together on stage, I think.
That's a good take actually. Cause that is a big part of K-pop, and like, it's not really represented that well in here. They focus a lot more on the singing, which we kind of are getting into the singing stuff. So let's just dive right into it. Like the soundtrack is obviously huge right now. Like the music, what kind of stood out to you? Cause I think probably a reason why, I'll go first. The reason why I think maybe they focused more on the singing than they did the dancing is probably because they had kind of like this all-star cast of like K-pop ghostwriters kind of singing the songs, essentially, is kind of what I understand about this one. So I think I don't know how much, I'm sure they had choreographers as well, but I think probably a lot of the people who were involved with this were kind of like, okay, let's amplify the music in this one and just turn it up to 11 so that, because like, frankly, like I always say with anime OPs, like you can't have an amazing anime OP without an amazing song. And I feel like by having the really solid soundtrack of this one and putting a lot of their effort into making sure the songs are catchy and K-poppy, I think that is probably where they chose to focus more than the dance, because the dances are just kind of whatever. Like probably the most viral dance of this one is the little shoulder thing from Soda Pop, right?
And well, I think at the same time, like on a marketing standpoint, right, it's so much easier to sell music worldwide. Whereas like if you were to go touring, as like the Demon Hunters, there's only so much you can do in terms of like even if they had like the voice actresses like pretend to be the girls in real life and do concerts and things like that, which in like idol shows, like Japanese idol shows, you can do, but like for those, or they do that, but like for those, it's mostly like stuck in Japan, or like you'll only see it in like Japan, maybe like LA if you're lucky.
I kind of had the thought that this might lead to more like might lead to like virtual K-pop idols. I kind of got that feeling, like basically VTuber K-pop idols. I kind I could see that happening as a result of this movie, honestly.
The Hatsune Miku of K-pop.
K-pop. Yeah, really.
Just going off of the songs, I just found it funny. I don't know how you're going to take this one, Mike, but the song that hypnotizes the world, Soda Pop, is the worst song in this movie. I think it's
it probably is.
I think the girls' songs are fucking fire. Golden is great.
Yes.
What it sounds like is like peak.
You ascend to another level.
Yeah.
Yes.
Where like Soda Pop is bubblegum trash.
Your idol.
Your Idol was cool.
Your Idol's a cool song. And actually that was probably had the best choreography of the movie too, I would say. That's like the one at the end there. But Jay, you were about to say something?
Oh, I was just going to say, like, when the music came on for the first time, and I think Cole said this earlier, like, it was very corny, and it just made me laugh initially.
For Soda Pop?
Just in general. Like, when their music came on, like, I just found myself laughing, because it just felt a little corny and ridiculous.
Yeah, corny.
The first one was How It's Done, where they're on the plane. Yeah,
it was done. Yeah.
It was kind of like, oh. Oh, right. I don't like musicals. This is why.
Yeah.
Really? Oh, I think my takeaway was I feel like I like musicals more than I think I do.
But there's always that first song in a musical where you're like, oh, right, I don't like musicals.
Dang, this is a musical.
Then you finally start getting a little bit more into it.
Yeah. That's true. There is like a
the songs later on.
Yeah.
Like by the end of the movie, when they're singing What It Sounds Like, I'm like, I'm in. I'm invested.
Yeah.
I love that song.
I know. I saw a meme earlier this week. I showed Shazana where it was like me when I'm watching the end of K-pop Demon Hunters and What It Sounds Like starts playing, and it's that clip of like Doctor Strange like flying through the galaxies and stuff and like getting like basically ripped along in the beam of light, and I'm like, no, honestly, like
I mean, hey, like, you know,
ascending.
I can appreciate a well-written song. And I mean, I get it from a narrative standpoint as well. Like Soda Pop is supposed to be like bubblegummy trash.
Yeah.
I get that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just find it funny that that's the worst song in the movie, and it's supposed to be the one that like
captivates the world.
Yeah, captivates the world. Yeah.
Yeah. Would you say that the movie leans too much on the soundtrack though, Jay?
I don't know. So what do you mean too much? Like
would you say it's like it just leans too heavily on the soundtrack as like a draw to pull people in?
Okay, I don't think it necessarily relies too much on it. It's definitely like probably the main selling point, but like I think that there is a little bit in here in terms of like character and stuff like that to draw other people in. However, I will say, like, if K-pop isn't your thing, you might have a bit of a harder time getting into it.
Yeah. Like, I don't think you're a huge fan of like this like very bubblegum poppy type stuff. So like, I feel like it'd be a harder sell for you, for example.
Yeah. Like,
whereas me, I'm like all the way in. Like,
Like if you're all the way in, let's be real, you've probably already seen this movie.
Yes.
Yeah, you're hyped. We're reviewing it right now.
Yeah.
You know who you are. Yeah. We know who you are.
You're bouncing off the walls right now.
It's me. You're me. Yeah.
But to someone who like is like what like an outsider looking in, like, oh, what's this popular thing? If you at least have some kind of an interest in K-pop, I think, like, I think there is stuff other than just the music in here to keep you going. But I think the music itself is the same, or is the main thing.
I think it's universal enough that I feel like most people would find it at least enjoyable, even not understanding the Korean culture side of it. But I do think it leans pretty heavily on its K-pop stuff. And I feel like if you're someone who knows absolutely nothing about like Korean pop music or even Asian culture in general, you might be a little confused, I think.
I don't know if
you might not resonate with you as much.
As someone from the outside, I don't know if you'd be confused, but more so just like, it might not vibe with you.
Yeah.
I'd be curious to get like the opinion of somebody who's like a big Disney aficionado. You know,
Yeah.
like someone who watched a lot of Disney movies as a kid, because those are typically musicals as well in the same sense. Like, how do these songs stand up to something like that? I'll say that, like, the question as it's written, Mike, is, does this rely too heavily on its music? I would say no. It is a musical, ultimately. So, like, I feel like just from that standpoint, it has a pass for relying on its music. But from the other standpoint, there's really only like 5 songs in this movie that they just kind of use over and over again.
There's a lot of
it's a leitmotif.
Leitmotifs. Yeah.
It's a leitmotif.
And I thought they were kind of well done, for the record. The motifs
I thought some of them were really well done. I thought some of them were lesser well done.
Yes.
I don't think it overly relied on it. I think it knew what it wanted to do. And I think it's confident in what it does as well. So, like, I can't fault it for doing that. It is what it is, and I think it does what it does well.
Yeah, and I think where I'd come down is it'd be weird for a movie about K-pop idols to not have music in it, you know, like to not have music be a huge part of it, because like that's literally what the movie's about.
Yeah, right? I just look at the guy who's like, I'm not really that big of a K-pop fan, but like I hear it's popular, and like I
hear it's on its way up, basically. Speaking of on the way up. Totally a rant, not a good segue at all.
I
Cole,
think it was.
You've asked, how was the voice acting? Cole, how was the voice acting?
How's the voice acting? I'm also just kind of mix in the second part of this question as well. This is kind of a 1-part question. How's the voice acting?
I'll hand that over to you. You take the reins for the last two.
How was the voice acting and how was the sound mixing? Because I feel like those two kind of go together. And the main thing that stood out to me, and I don't know if you guys caught this, there was one character who I thought was the weakest voice actor and also incredibly loud in the mix for some reason. And that's Mira. She was very loud for some reason. And also, like, I found her
performance
just kind of dry.
Honestly, I kind of agree.
A lot of them kind of were the big bad.
Guima. That would be the one that stood out to me the most.
He was also like, I wanted him to be much more intimidating, but he just kind of sounded like a guy.
Yeah, he reminded me of Ultron
guy with a deep voice.
It wasn't even like a deep voice.
Yeah,
like I wanted somebody with like a deep, menacing voice. It was just kind of
sounded like a John Smith.
He just sounded like a guy.
I'm curious what the Korean dub would be like for this one. Honestly, like I'd be curious to check that out.
Like a lot of
I guess
go ahead.
I guess we got to lead into this sub or dub, guys.
Did we all watch the English dub? I'm assuming
that's not the dub.
I feel like
that's not the dub.
The original movie.
That's the original.
It's English. Yeah.
Okay. So yes, we watched the original source material for this one, which I feel like, again, it's an animated thing. There is no original. Anyway.
Well, the how it was animated, the
intended
and everything are in English. But like Guima, the king of the demon, he's portrayed by a South Korean actor, which is great. I really like that they cast Korean actors for everything. Yep. That's very cool. Very cool. Yep. The main guy is played by An Hughes. Yeah, An Hugh Seup? Korean names. If you think I'm bad at Japanese names.
No, it's you just got the hang of Japanese. I would call An Hyo Sop.
Yes. He's Canadian as well, which is
cool.
Another Canadian.
He actually kind of looks like Genu, looking at him a little bit.
He was, I don't know. Yeah. I think like my big critique were a lot of the acting was quite wooden and dry.
Yeah.
I thought some of them really did well. Rumi's voice actor, obviously. I mean, she had to be good, and she was.
I mean, Arden's also an actress. Like, she's been in other stuff like Teen Wolf and things like that.
Yeah.
The crazy doctor guy is a famous actor too. Daniel Day-Kim. I recognize him.
Daniel Day-Lewis?
No.
Came out of retirement?
No.
Just randomly, like, everyone's Korean, and then Daniel Day-Lewis.
He's in Lost. He was in Lost, if that helps at all.
I think he could. Let's see if I recognize him. Okay, yeah, I recognize him. Yeah. Zoe's voice actor I thought was really good as well. Obviously, Ken Jeong was great.
Yeah.
some of them were really good, but some of them, really stood out to me.
I really feel like this one, I guess they're kind of handcuffed now because they got the same voice cast, but I feel like this one kind of was they got what they could get for voice acting.
Yeah.
I don't know that they were able to recruit maybe the elitist of talent, probably. But honestly, like, how much English speaking Korean voice acting talent is there? Like, that's not a massive pool to pull people from either. So
yeah, and I mean, who knows what happened in the background too? Like, there's a lot of things. Maybe in the sequel, Mei Hong, the voice actor for Mira, maybe she gets some different. Yeah, maybe she gets some different direction from the director here, and is able to kind of elevate her performance.
Yeah,
I generally don't like to kind of say
assume.
like, oh, they're bad, they're a bad actor. Like, no, that's silly.
You know, like it could have been a directorial choice, right? Or it could have been like there was another take that was better, but like maybe it was muffled or something.
Maybe honestly, the direction was based on her character. Hey, could you be a little drier?
A little wooden and dry. Honestly, I feel like that might be the case. Also, looking at Mei Hong, who is the one we're kind of critiquing here, Mira's voice actor. She also is like by far one of the least experienced as a voice actor, I would say, of the cast.
She's listed as a model and stuff.
I didn't find the mixing, and going back to the second part of your question before we go into final thoughts and rating, I didn't find the mixing bad though. Maybe it might be. That might be a case of your sound system, like your setup.
Maybe. I don't know if anybody else out there found that as well. Let me know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I did find that like during the music scenes, it was definitely like, oh, okay, we're in music video. Like it just like Jay said earlier, it did kind of feel like it was mixed like a big music video with like interludes, which is essentially what a music video is.
Like, it felt kind of like Thriller, where it was like, you know, a movie and then it goes into song.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Since I was the one who made you two fools watch this movie, I get to be the fool who goes last, I think, right? Is that how it works? Yeah.
Yeah. 2 weeks in a row, you jerk.
So you guys live on air, rock, paper, scissors right now, and the winner goes first.
Okay, Cole, you're going, I'm going paper. Ready?
Okay. Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors. I always go scissors. Shoot. Okay,
I told you what I was going.
Yeah, but I always go scissors. You know this. That's my thing. If you ever play rock, paper, scissors with me, ladies and gentlemen, I always go scissors. I go first.
Big fan of scissoring is what he's saying. Yeah.
I go first, and as is tradition, when I tell you my final thoughts, I'm going to say consider it. Obviously, there is a barrier to entry to this movie. You should have at least a bit of an understanding of K-pop culture and all of that. What I understand of K-pop culture is when I get into Mike's car and he's playing K-pop. that's basically where mine starts and ends. That said, though, I do like some K-pop stuff. I don't think the barrier for entry is so big, though, that it's completely inaccessible to people. Like, I feel like the themes of accepting yourself and your flaws and all of that is quite universal. A bigger barrier to entry rather than the K-pop stuff would be the musical aspect of it. If you're not a fan of musicals, this probably isn't the movie for you. But if it doesn't bother you, I think, go ahead, consider it. It's animated well. There's some good vocal performances. The action is good. And some of the songs are straight up bangers. So yeah, that's what I would say. Jay, what say you?
I'd echo a lot of what you have to say. I would say that like I don't think there's as much of a barrier for entry, just because like if there was, I don't think this would be the number one movie on Netflix.
Agreed. Fair point.
Like it is that for a reason. However, I will say that like if K-pop isn't for you, I don't think you'll have as much of a time with this as someone who does like K-pop. If you don't know,
I would even say pop in general.
Yeah, if you don't know whether or not you like K-pop, give this a try. I think that it's a pretty decent intro to K-pop. probably.
Yeah.
And like it also has like cool action. I like the character designs too.
Yep.
Fun character designs. And just like a lot of stuff that would that makes sense as to why it got popular. I feel like it's very clean in that sense. That said, I think that like if K-pop isn't your thing and you're like averse to it, this isn't going to change your mind. So I'd say consider it.
Okay. And then that leaves me last. And, well, you know, you said it all. But like, I think this one, to me, I can't help but think like, yeah, I side more with Jay on this one, that I think the barrier to entry is really low with this one. Dang, Cole really doesn't want to have to hear what I have to say.
Cole really disagreed with you on that one.
Yeah, holy cow. He's like, no, you can't agree with Jay. That's ending this now. Anyway.
I was prepping for the end of the episode. I'm sorry. Well, I'm sorry, Mike. I'm sorry.
A little premature with that one, Cole. A little premature.
I clicked it and I was like, oh no.
That's funny. Where was I? I think that the barrier to entry actually is quite low with this one. And that's, like Jay said, that's why it's the number one thing right now, is because realistically, like the K-pop stuff side of it is frankly like kind of K-pop has just become pop that is from Korea. And frankly, like, I don't think there's that much of a difference between, I think people still consider it a separate thing. But to me, I genuinely, I just think it's just pop music sung by Koreans. Like, I don't think it used to be quite a bit different from what we would do here. But like nowadays,
it was a lot more niche, maybe even like 5 years ago.
And it was a lot more like Japanese idol music, where it was a little more far from Western music. But nowadays it's like a lot of it's written by ghost written by Western artists and stuff. So it's, I don't think the K-pop stuff is, other than in name, I don't think it's that much of a barrier. I think that it has, like you said, a lot of cool action, a lot of very easy to understand stuff that just kind of like essentially resonates with everybody. Like it's very universally appealing, I think, even though like the themes and everything might, like, overall at the end of the day, is it a cinematic masterpiece? No, it's not. It's essentially just a fun movie that like anyone could watch and get a bit of enjoyment out of it, is what I would say. And frankly, at the end of the day, I'd say it tickled my jimmies. It tickled them very thoroughly, to be clear. Thoroughly tickled jimmies, but I don't think it's a masterpiece. I think it's just a very fun little movie that we had a good time watching, it sounds like. Yeah. I was surprised I didn't have a bad time watching it, so... Yeah, me too.
Take that for what it's worth.
I'm surprised that I was coming into this episode kind of expecting you guys to poo-poo on this the whole way through, to be honest with you.
No, but I mean, hey, you know me. I go in expecting to poo-poo something, and I usually come out the other end better for it.
I went in as neutral as humanly possible.
Jay, I was certain you were going to hate this movie, to be clear. Let me be clear.
Yeah.
Because it's just like, it's so anti-Jay, I feel like.
It was fine.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. It was
fine.
We've got a review coming up again. That one will be a manga review, I think. Right? Yeah. Kindergarten Wars?
Yes.
That is our next review, yes. We will talk about whether or not we're actually going to be doing this next week. Maybe we don't want to do 3 reviews in a row.
Well, we'll discuss.
We'll discuss off air.
We'll discuss this off air. And then our next anime review is going to be Buddy Daddies. So we'll get back to the regularly scheduled programming next week. But until next week, thank you so much for listening to another episode of AniPro. If you liked it, please leave a like, subscribe, leave a review, tell a friend about us. If you really like us, please consider supporting us on Patreon, like these lovely people: Mr. Family Guy 36, Elijah Wood, Braindead. Oh my God. What is happening? Braindead B-Dog, Peach, Frama, Kratos, Just Juz, Mog, Uncle of Light, Saffron, Mexi, and, I forgot to ask, Genus 26, or Genus. Let me know. Genus, let me know, please. Just send me a DM. How am I supposed to say your name?
Please help him. Help Cole help you.
By supporting us on Patreon, you get access to all sorts of perks, and it really helps out the show. We're also on social media at AniProPod, and please join our Discord community to keep up with us and other listeners. Links to everything is in the description, or at our website, AniProPod.com. Mike, lead us in a round of bye-byes, please.
Well, we've recorded an episode where we reviewed a non-anime for the first time ever. So we've shown you how it's done. And I just think we should head out of this staying golden, you know? And we've broken to 1 million pieces. And you know what? We can go back. And with that, I say, let us be your idol. And I might go drink a soda pop after this. Bye-bye.
Might as well go for a soda. Bye.
Might as well go for a soda. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to take everything down and
he did it.
and
By
say
the way,
bye-bye.
Twice singing Takedown at the end. Nice little Easter egg there, hey? Hey?
Yeah.
My girls.
Bye-bye.